everyone, Miss Marine again here. We are going to give you instructions for weeks 3 lab. So first things first, when you have your kit at home, I would like for you to set up like this by colors, red, blue, and yellow. And you're also going to have your handout that we give it to you in your packet. And just follow along, okay? So these can be a little bit frustrated at first, trying to learn how to assemble everything. But I promise you that after you learn the little tricks of it, it's not as hard as the textbook, explains to you. So obviously these are color-coded. There are 3 items per each XCP. That's what these are called, XCPs. This is so it helps you with a parallel technique while taking your x-rays. So this one here is called the bite block. All of these, they're smaller pieces, are called bite blocks because that's where the patient bites down. Then we have the arm or frame, that's what we call it, to attach to the bite block. And then we have the ring or rin. So when attaching the red one, right, we're going to put everything together like so. And the red one, we use it for bite wings. So bite wing is when we take crowns of the teeth, of the posterior teeth, which is molars and premolars. In a little bit, I'll show you on the computer how to place in your patient's mouth. But for right now, we're learning how to assemble the XCPs. So you want to make sure that you can see a bite block. You see the bite block like this through the ring, okay? So let's say if you didn't have a color-coded kit, because they have a lot of those right now that don't have colors, and then you're like, oh my god, I don't know how to put it together. So let's say if they're all the same color, you see what happened here? The frame is not the correct frame for your bite wing because you can't see your bite block through the ring. You see that? So you know you have something wrong. Okay? So when you put it back like it's supposed to be, now we have a horizontal angulation. Okay? Horizontal this way, vertical is this way. So that's our bite wing. Now we're going to jump to the anteriors. So now the anterior teeth are from canine to canine. Again, you want to make sure that you see your bite block to the ring. So little things to help you remember. Now, vertical angulation. This is vertical. You know that's how your upper teeth are, vertically. Okay? So I always call this a chair. See, this is like the back of a chair. Okay? Just imagine you sitting here. Then you want your chair to become a step. So when you're facing yourself, the chair's facing, it's kind of hard to do it backwards, but there you go. So you want your chair to become a step. If you put your frame or your arm on the opposite side of your chair, then you don't have a step anymore. So when this is facing you, right now I'm facing it myself, the metal part always goes towards the right of the chair, like so. Since it's a vertical angle, you want to make sure that the ring is in the same direction as the bite block, not horizontal, because look what would happen. You're way off the angle, right? So it is a horizontal angulation. Sorry, vertical angulation. Now we're going to go to the posterior. So these are, let me go back for a second. These are for periapicals. Periapicals is when you can see the whole tooth from the crown of the tooth to the apex. And I'm going to show you some x-ray pictures in a little bit, and I will tell you again what a periapical is. Now, the yellow ones are for the posterior teeth, molars and premolars, and are for periapicals. So you can see each tooth from the crown of the tooth to apex. Now this one is the one that's a little bit confusing at first. And this will make sense more when I place it for you on here, and I'll show you how to do that in a second. But now, do you see how the ring and the bite block is in a horizontal angulation? The direction of my hand, not this way. Because you can't put a sensor or a film like this on your upper or lower. That would hurt a lot. There's not enough room. That's why it's horizontal. I know it's a lot for right now, but you will understand as you do it. Okay? So again, you want to make sure that this is to the center of your ring. And now, let me show you how I want you guys to do it at home. So let me move this out of the way a little bit. So after you learn how to put everything together with your handout, I want you to follow the order in which you might take x-rays in your office. That might change per office, but here at the school, we use this order of taking x-rays. We're going to take 18 images. So we start with bi wings. So you start with the right side of your patient. So you'll be facing your patient, like the mirror image, and you are going to ask your patient to open their mouth. So when you're practicing this at home, please don't place these in anybody's mouth right now, or because they have been sterilized, but they're not sterile because it's already open in your kit. So just place on your Vicodin. So you're going to the right side of your patient, facing your patient, and you start with molar bi-wing, and then we bring your ring as close as you can to your patient's face to avoid any scatter radiation. And I'll show you this more when we go to Dexter in a little bit. But this is just so you can practice placing it when you're at home practicing with your kid. So molar, and then we're going to slide forward to your premolars. So there's 2 bi-wings on each side, not quadrant, each side, right and left. So right now I did molar, slide a little bit forward. I'll do it like this so you can see better. Molar, slide a little forward, premolar. Now, one very important thing about taking your premolar image is that you try to get a little bit of the canine on that image, especially the distal of your canines. Because when we do the anterior images, the periapicals always will overlap. They can do that a lot. And if the doctor can see in between the distal of a canine, sometimes it can be misdiagnosed. It could be a cavity there, but it wasn't a proper x-ray, so you couldn't see it. So molar, premolar. Then when we go to the left side, you don't have to disassemble anything. All you need to do is flip. So you're going to have your patient open the mouth, and then you flip to the left. Then you do molar, slide forward, premolar. And always remember to bring the ring as close as possible. So that was 4 images, right? Let me recap that a little bit. And when we are on campus, I will show you better how to place this in the mouth. So right now, the patient will bite between here. So there will be teeth, and then the sensor will be right here, right? There's a little sensor between the tongue and the teeth. Molar, premolar, then molar, premolar. So those are the bi-wings. So we took 4 x-rays. And so now, as I have everything in order for you to understand, please read the instructions. Now we're going to have the blue XCP, which is for the anterior teeth. We are doing our anterior periapicals. And I also wrote it down for you what is a PA for what conditions and things like that. And you should know that from by doing your homework. So now we're going to do 3 images on the maxillary. 3 images on the top, which is going to be canine and lateral. So you place the bite block between half in, half out. It's hard to do that on a Vicodin, but on a real person you have more room. So it's between canine and lateral. So that's my first image. Then you're going to go right into the centrals between 8 and 9. And then you're going to go to the left side, lateral and canine. Now I'm ready to go to the lower, the mandibular arch. So now we're going to do the same thing. Starting again on the right side. It's hard for him to close on here. So it's going to be like so. Canine and lateral, centrals, and then lateral and canine on the left. So those were 6 images. Now, the yellow one, right now I have it set up for the upper right side. And that's what gets everyone. That's what's very confusing at first. And let me tell you guys why. I don't know if you can see on the video, but on your kids you can hold it up and see. The yellow ring, it's always tilted. Like, see me tilting my head? And you can see that your yellow ring is tilted. Now the red and the blue are exactly the same. They are straight. So sometimes you will have a kid that only has 2 rings. So the reason why the yellow one is tilted is because the way you place it for each quadrant, the frame has to be away from the patient's face. So right now, I have it set up for the upper right quadrant, because then I'm going to do my molar, periapical, then premolar. So with the yellow one, we're going to do 8 images, 2 on each quadrant. So right now I have molar and then premolar. Always remember that the bar is away from the patient's face, from the patient's cheek. So if you look on your yellow picture here, it's like an X. So we go from upper right to lower left, okay? So it's like this, okay? So all I have to do now is flip to the lower left. So we do molar, premolar. So what I did was an X, right? Like that. I know it's kind of hard to do that in the video. Molar, premolar, then you flip molar, premolar. So we still have 4 more x-rays to take, because now we're going to have to go to the upper left. And that's what gets a little bit confusing for everyone, okay? The easiest way for me to do it is, in my head, I'm always thinking that the metal part has to stay away from the patient's face. So if I try to go to the left, look what happens. The metal is towards the patient's face. You will not be able to place this in the real mouth. So what I do, I'm going to try to do this backwards. I flip, I always hold the bite block with my right hand. And then I know that the metal part has to go on the opposite side. Trying to do this facing you guys, it's hard. So there you go. So what I did, I took my frame from here and went on the opposite side. But now can you see that my ring is not in the center with the bite block? That's why it's tilted. So what we do, we flip the ring just like a pancake, like so. So this takes a little bit of practice. There's also the YouTube videos that I posted for you to watch. And play with it as much as you can, and don't get frustrated if you don't get it right away, because then when we're on campus, I will help you through it, okay? It just takes time. But the yellow one is the most frustrating one. So then I'm going to do the molar, periapical, premolar, periapical of the upper left. And then remember the X, we're going to flip, do molar on the lower right, and premolar on the lower right. So, hopefully this video will be helpful to help you assemble your XCPs and practice it at home. And I will be quizzing you when you come back on campus. So please try to do this as much as possible, and I promise you it's not as hard as it looks. And yeah, you'll be taking x-rays in no time. So in a little bit here, I'm going to show you now how to do on the computer with our lovely patient Dexter. And then when we're ready to come back on campus, you guys are just going to jump in and do your x-rays. So see you in a bit.